Hey YouTube, welcome back to Keeping with CARDashians, episode 16. Today is August 11th, the first day of regionals. Craziest thing happened today, yesterday. Johnny texted me, hey, you busy? Can I call you? Core just called me. And I'm like, oh shit, Core? Because Core is actually the one running the regionals for this weekend at Pasadena. And yeah, long story short, we got approved for vending, our first event today. So I'm really excited, really scared, really anxious, really nervous. Yeah, a lot of emotions right now. We're running kind of late right now, 6:30. Supposed to get there at 7, I think. And yeah, we're set up. We had about 6 hours to repair everything. Good, luckily we had everything kind of organized already, and Johnny just priced all the cards. Yeah, I'll give you guys more of a thorough what happened when we get there, but yeah, I'm running kind of late. So here's Johnny, 6:30, had to go to the shop.
Yeah.
Any, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts? I don't know, man. We'll see how. Well, it's our first week in Pasadena, man.
Yeah, well, first thing is it's a Pasadena, first event in Pasadena ever.
Yeah.
Never had an event in Pasadena. It's our first event in general, so we'll see how it is. We brought kind of like the good stuff, but we'll see what people want. We don't know the
trying experience.
Yeah, we don't know like what's good, what's not good. So yeah, it'll be a learning experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go drive to Pasadena right now, and I'll give you guys more info when we get there. All right, first mistake. Didn't bring a fucking dolly. Fucking amateur. Fucking amateur. Gotta carry your own shit. Bring me a dolly. Open this door for this guy. Hey YouTube. So here, round one's about to start. Kind of busy. Well, I expect to be a little more busy, but it's Pasadena first time. Not as busy at LA regionals. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys our display here. I'm gonna try not to film as much because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, let me show you guys our setup, and yeah, we'll give you guys some feedback here. It's our banner. It's so clean compared to our store. Lols. The mats over here. They have John. Right now it's round 1, 10 minutes past already. They're making announcements, so I have to cut the video. But it's 390 people, 9 rounds, no lunch break like always. Over here, it's pretty slow. Just waiting for people to drop round 3 and then sell their decks. Yeah. So how's the day so far?
Tired.
He's tired already. It's only been 2 hours, 3 hours. We woke up early, 6:30, 6 o'clock actually. Pick up this guy. He's sorting. Johnny's sorting over here. How's it so far, Johnny? How's buying? How's buying? So not. He said not bad. Probably give you an update later on the day. But right now it's slow. Expect a lot more people, but I guess it's Pasadena, new event, new area. First regionals circuit just started, and ban list is not out yet, so people are probably inclined to play. Yeah, see you guys next one. Hey too. So sorry I couldn't film that much on Saturday. I left kind of early. I left around 4 o'clock to go to my nephew's birthday party. I turned 1. So anyways, yeah, today's Sunday. Just a little recap what happened yesterday. Johnny and Jonathan texted me, like, Kim updated, or Johnny did, since there's no Wi-Fi in there, there's no internet down there, so it was really dead. So everyone between rounds, all the booths are just like looking at each other, like there's nothing to do. Only Johnny could text me because we bought internet for the day, which is was like $15 for the venue, and we needed internet because our credit card requires internet to slide. So he had internet on his phone, so he was texting me while it was happening. The last round started around 7 o'clock. It was a 9-round tournament. We started packing up at the last round when the last round was announced. Most regionals in California, it's not held in a store. It's held in a convention center. And when the last round starts, when you finish a round, you have to leave the venue because they don't want people just hanging around, and it takes them longer to clean up because for venues they get charged by the hour or by the increments of hours, so it could be every 3 hours, something like that. Depends on the venue and on the contract, stuff like that. But so they wouldn't want players to get out of there as fast as possible, so they can start cleaning up and they can get return the venue back to the owners. So for us, it doesn't make sense for us to stay there any longer than the last round, because at the last round, players get booted from the venue. No one's gonna buy anymore. So people that would buy would be buying while we're packing up. So so we did. We packed up. I think we left around, like, by the time we finished packing up and like had everything in boxes and ready to go, the last round was on time already and people were getting ready to leave. So we had some friends to help us bring our stuff to the car. The amount of people came around between round 1 and 2 and between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 5 was the same. It was consistent. It didn't increase like I thought it was going to increase. Like I thought that the later the rounds, more customers would be around walking and buying stuff, because the later the rounds, the more people are dropping and like are about to leave, going home, means that there's more foot traffic. But that wasn't the case. It was consistent throughout. And also during the rounds too, like I thought like round 4 would have more customers than round 3, and round 5 would have more customers than round 4. But that's not true. It was consistent throughout. And my guess would be that people that like they lost round 4 and they dropped, they don't need to buy cards anymore, because like that's it. They're finished their deck before the tournament started, so they don't need to buy cards anymore. We had another theory that people would sell more stuff in between rounds, later in the rounds. Not true either. Same how people sold the cards throughout the rounds. It'll be like 1 or 2 guys selling what they pulled or cards that they don't need anymore for the day. The thing about that is that it's kind of weird, because our event had 4 vendors. It had CARDashians, which was right next to the door. I didn't want to show you guys the whole venue because I don't know. You're not supposed to film in there, so I don't want to film everyone else. I was even scared just filming like our booth, just because I wasn't sure if we could film or not, but hopefully it was okay. But anyways, the vendors were on a separate room than the convention center where the players play. A little different from LA Regionals. LA Regionals has the players on one side of the wall, and then on the other side of the wall with the vendors, but we're still inside the same vicinity, in the same room. For Pasadena, the players are outside, and there's a separate room for the vendors. So you walk in the door for the vendors. The first people you see is Core on your left. Looking straight would be Murillo. You turn left, and then on the corner is Shane, and then next to them is us. So I think if you were to look like right to left, we would be the last one you see. So the reason why I say this is that the first people that would come in to sell our stuff would be Core, because then they're the closest, so they get a quote right there. So we go around each place to sell our stuff and find the best price, because in between rounds it wasn't busy, so like there's no reason to not do that. It made sense to do that. One of our friends did that, where they went to each store and sold their card, and then they just sold to whoever gave them the best price. So I mean, it makes sense. I probably would do the same thing too. There's no wait on any of the vendors, so might as well go to the place that offers you the most money. The event only had 390 people, or a little bit more, 'cause I guess some people didn't play, but like split that amongst 4 vendors, and like it not being busy, there was too much quantity, not enough demand, so the players got a better market for them to sell in. So another theory we had was that a lot of people were going to sell their whole decks after they finished their tournament, which is not true. No one did that, or at least not to us. We didn't buy any whole decks. We just bought a couple cards here and there. So a couple like high-end cards like impermanents that people, I'm done for the tournament, I'm gonna sell it back to the stores. I won't get my money back for the reprints. So yeah, our 3 theories we had coming in were all bust. It wasn't busy going in between rounds, moving forward in the rounds. It wasn't busy during the rounds, moving forward in the rounds, and no one sold like a whole deck. So that's pretty much all our theories that we had. Let's move on to the next topic, which is product. I don't know, it was just us, or maybe Course did better, or whatever other vendors did better. But for us, sealed product did not do well. Like I think we sold like 4 booster packs. So we brought like a lot of sealed product, thinking like, oh, this is gonna go. Like everyone wants sealed product. Like at our store, people just buy sealed product just to buy it because they like opening stuff. And like in between rounds at our store, they had nothing to do, so they buy like a special edition just to crack it open. So our sealed product does really well at our store. So we brought like I think a case full of sealed product. Didn't do well. A lot of people asked for some random cards, which we didn't bring. That was pretty weird. A lot of players asked for a lot of high-end cards, which we didn't have, like Ashes. We didn't have that much Ashes because we knew the reprint was happening, so we didn't carry that many Ashes. Once Nationals ended, we dumped all our high-end cards online, and we sold all of them. We picked up a little bit on Friday night when we found out that we're vending, so that also didn't help that we didn't get prepared as much, but I'll get to that next. So we picked up a little bit, and we sold all those like within like the first 20 minutes. All the high-end cards, all the staples, all the stuff that was topping during Worlds, all the stuff to top during Nationals, because it's pretty much the same format as Nationals, except for Goki's a lot more defined now because of Summon Sorceress or Summon Princess, whatever her name is. We had one of that, we sold it the first 5 minutes opening. The card selection people wanted was kind of weird just because we didn't know what to expect, and we just brought like kind of a variety of things. So that's kind of good for us that we did that. But we're gonna be more prepared for next event. We know what people want now. Let's talk about the event as a whole. I thought the event was gonna be really big. Like coming in, I think, oh, Pasadena, CARDashians, they scored big. Like that's so crazy. And to me, why says Pasadena right next to it? People who know the area, they're gonna want to go. Like it's gonna be crazy. And it's only 20 minutes away from LA Regionals. The LA Regionals is about 780 people, easy. First regional of the event, people will be hyped. Everyone's gonna want to play. And that was my theory. Like we're gonna have like at least 600 people, easy. I was wrong. like all other theories were wrong. The event only had 390 players, so that's like half of what LA Regionals had. I didn't understand why. Like LA Regionals does really well, even in a format that really sucks. LA Regionals still does well. I like Pasadena as a city better than LA because going to LA sucks. It's like so much traffic. The 101 sucks. Parking at LA Regionals is like $25, $30. Pasadena is only $15, which is a lot nicer. So I thought like coming in it was gonna be nice, but yeah. So I didn't understand why they didn't get the turnout that I was expecting. We discussed it in between rounds because we had nothing to do but talk to each other because we had no internet, we couldn't play our phones. So we were talking about like what happened, what do you think happened, and we came up with a couple theories. First thing we thought about was the format sucks. No one wants to play this format. You get locked, you can't play. So that was one of the things. Second thing was that everyone that played during nationals, they sold their decks and they waiting for the next ban list. Everyone that didn't play nationals, they sold their decks already, so they're just waiting for the next ban list to start playing again. So you kind of lost like half your audience right there. The third thing is the ban list. We're waiting for a ban list. People don't want to buy a whole Goki deck and then like it get torn apart. So I think the ban list not coming out right before the regional season was really bad. They should have changed something. The fourth thing was reprints. Megaton's gonna come out in about a couple weeks from now, and a lot of players don't want to invest in cards. You know, also like Valhalla's, the Valhalla set's coming out, and Ashes is gonna be in there. People don't want to drop money on Ashes, and you can't play without Ashes. In the end of the day, people didn't want to spend money on something that they're only play for like 2 weeks. It doesn't make any sense. So those 4 reasons were like why people didn't want to play. Another theory that we had was this containing the venue. People didn't know about it. Pasadena is a new area. It's first time we ever had a Pasadena. People didn't know how it's gonna turn out. People don't want to go somewhere new. So if you say LA Regionals, you're gonna know easy 800 people. I'm gonna go there. It's really easy for me to sell stuff, buy stuff. It's gonna be a lot of people. Same thing with Anaheim. When Anaheim was still around, easy 600, 700 people, 1,000 people. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna have a good time. Pasadena, there's no past history to it, so people don't know they don't know what to expect. So that could be another reason. Another reason we thought was schools about to start. A lot of schools in my area, they're starting it tomorrow, Monday. Or a lot of other schools, their summer break's over for them. They started school last week, and maybe they don't have much time to play anymore. So that was pretty much everything that we thought. The reason why it didn't turn out as well. So overall for us, I don't know if we did well or not. I personally don't think we were selling as much. I thought it was gonna be super crowded, but it wasn't as hectic as I thought it was gonna be. That's why I think we didn't do well. We had no past history to compare to, so I don't know if it was like a good regionals or bad regionals, or like money, the numbers wise, I don't know. We have nothing to compare to. But compared the regionals to our selling at our store, I found like our selling at our store was a lot more stressful than selling the regionals. It also could be that at the regionals, like what we have there is what we have. We can't go in the back and look for stuff. When we sell at the shop, we do go to the back a lot and look for stuff, and that's kind of more stressful because we're leaving the customer there waiting. Versus at the regionals, everything there is there. What we have is what we have, and we had a couple binders in the back, but like it was easy to flip through and then find stuff. So the reason why I don't think we did well, or like I don't think it did, the numbers were well or good, so I didn't feel stressed at all. It was really easy to vend the event. Maybe we'll find out in our LA regionals the real deal, or San Diego regionals we'll see the real deal. So a little backstory of what happened. We found out on Friday afternoon that we're getting vending. So I'll tell you guys what happened. The whole thing. On Thursday, we got approved from Konami that you're allowed to vend for this regional circuit. But just because Konami says you can vend it doesn't mean that you're going to vend the event. The tournament organizer has to pick you to vend the event. So we found out on Thursday that we're going to vend the event, and then the regionals are going to be Saturday. So we're like, there's no way they're going to give us a 1-day notice and vend. So we're like, there's no way. And then we got a call on Friday afternoon, like, hey, you guys want to vend the event? We're like, hell yeah, we want to vend the event. I came back from work. I got there at 5. We started packing everything. Johnny was like writing all the prices on the cards, pulling all the cards I was gonna sell. Jonathan was packing the car, putting sealed product. I was getting the display cases and our banner and table covers, all the event stuff into my car. And so we're just hauling ass. So that could be also another reason why we didn't do as well, because we didn't know we were gonna sell the event, so we didn't pick up cards during the week to sell at that event. It's no one's fault. It happens. I think Konami was just slow. If we got approved on Thursday, Konami probably sent out the list that night. So the organizer probably had a day themselves to pick who they want to pick. So that's pretty much it on this video. I just want to say thank you to CARDashians for giving us our first experience on our vending and regionals. I had a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. In my opinion, it was a good thing that it was small, so we can prepare for something bigger, and we know what to do for something bigger. It was overwhelming, so I'm kind of glad it was small for us. But to the other stores, I'm sorry if it was small to you guys, or you guys didn't do as well as you guys thought you were gonna do. But yeah, thank you to Core. Thank you to JCS Judge. We started from the bottom, now we're here. Shout outs to Shane and Murillo, our vending brothers. So that's pretty much it, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions on the vending experience, or you have any questions for me. I'll answer as best as I can. And if you guys like this video, please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next one. Bye.